I have it too.
We have
Oh,
such a mental block when it comes to hitting the record. So yeah, I'm gonna get a bunch uploaded to YouTube today.
I have to request permission from the host, it said,
Oh, how do you do
if I
that?
hit the buttons.
I don't
So
know how you do that.
we can figure that out.
We'll look that up
Yeah,
for next time.
but just so
Okay,
you
I'm just
know.
gonna pull up the show on my page. Turn down the volume because I always forget that too. So, what'd you do last night?
Well, I know that we're supposed to be light and fluffy, but Tyler and I are re-strategizing because we're not exactly sure if we can do RVing the way we wanted to. So things are interesting and we're not entirely sure how it's going to work. So anyways, we're kind of
Because
our
of the
plan,
situation right now, like,
because the borders are closed,
yeah,
not sure when we're going to open up again. So we are, we need to figure out what we're going to do. So
yeah, that's going to change things for sure. I mean, summertime you'll be able to go. You depending on if they're closed, like they're closing most of the provincial sites, but I don't know. We
in the
kind of
summer
camp
we're
when
not.
we go camping. We do a lot of remote camping, so usually there's
Mhm.
there's lots of room and stuff like that. Yeah, that's a shame because I know you guys have been really planning for that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and but for the summer we still can RV because Tyler's cousin has an acreage
yeah,
that we can go to, and it's super secluded. Well, and
yeah,
actually it's like way more than just an acreage, but so we can go there for the summer, but we're not sure what we're going to do for the winter. So we have to
yeah.
kind of look at all of our different
Well,
options for
let's
that.
hope all this is settled down, and that's quite a ways away. So,
It is.
but you
It's
still
just more
can't.
of like a different, like just thinking other options in the event, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Because if we're going to
exactly.
rent our house out, we can't have somebody here just for the summer.
No.
So that's why we need to kind of think of it sooner than later. Even though it is our planning, we still need to be kind of on top of it. But
Yeah. No, I hear you. Yeah,
oh
yeah,
well.
it's kind of a lot of people are having to make some fairly big decisions just, with what's going on. So let's see who we got here so far. Griselda, hi. And
Hello.
Lindsay. So Lindsay that's watching, she's my Martha. She's like, because we were on a job site and both of us swear like, truckers. So the lady that we worked for painting, she wouldn't let us swear on the job site. So when we got really mad or we stubbed our toe, we'd always go, Martha Fokker. So now we call each other Martha. So she's watching. Hi, Linz. Hi, Lindsay.
And I see that Griselda's watching,
Yeah.
and Tom is watching, and Carmen is watching. So hello, everybody.
Oh, you got
Welcome.
lots of people that I can't see. Oh, there's Carmen.
Yeah.
Yes, happy Friday, Carmen. Thanks for
Yeah.
always being here. Jill's watching.
Hello.
Yeah, so we're gonna we always kind of wait through the week to find out what we're going to talk about on Fridays. It's going to be light and fluffy and happy. So we found some like questions, funny questions kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. Oh, Lindsay says I love you, Martha. Lindsay and I had some fun times together. I tell you, she and I have the exact same sense of humor.
Oh, that's nice to have someone.
Yeah, we just torture people when we're together around people. But it's been many years since we've really hung out. So yeah, I miss her.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, she made working fun.
Yes.
One of those.
It's nice to have that.
Yeah, I didn't do much of anything last night. I watched a little bit of TV with Jeff. Worked a little on the kitchen reno.
Oh.
Ready to stab myself in the eye with it.
Yeah.
We're at that point in our kitchen reno that it's this. Why did we do this?
Oh.
Why did we start this?
Yeah.
Why can't we finish this? So, but he's out there and I see him out in his little shop out there working away on my table today. So
just keep plunking away.
Yeah.
You got it.
All you can do, right? Exactly. All right. So Fun Friday, we have some questions.
Yeah, start us off.
So number one question, and I want everybody to chime in if they can.
Yeah.
What is your biggest kitchen fail? Like, what is the thing that you have done? There's just no Go ahead.
I have a lot. I mean, really, I should say, what? No, I don't have any kitchen fails, but no, I do. And that's, yeah, I guess one for me, I have an old family recipe for upside down pineapple cake, and my grandma would make it, and it was just, oh, so good. So, of course, I tried to make it twice. Now, both times I made it and it didn't work. Like, it wasn't even edible. You couldn't eat it at all.
Oh, really?
And it's because there's a trick. You have to have a cast iron pan.
Oh.
And I was making it without the cast iron pan.
Oh.
Because you have to put you kind of deep fry it first. So you put it in and it deep fries.
Yeah.
And then you stick the whole entire pan into the oven. So it has to be hot like that whole entire time.
And it's still, like, even the taste still wasn't, you couldn't, or is the texture that you couldn't get by?
I don't even think it cooked. Like, it's just one of those ones where it, yeah, like it just, you'd flip it over and it was still like raw on the inside.
Oh,
like,
no. Yeah, that's too bad.
So I did know that there was a trick, or I found out that there was a trick. And now that I have a cast iron pan, I invested money in it just so I can make this recipe.
Let us know how
And
that
it
goes.
now. So yeah.
We use all of our frying pans, and I even have Dutch oven, and everything is all cast iron.
I love them.
That's all we use. We have one little tiny nonstick frying pan just for eggs, because your eggs don't always look very pretty in a cast iron. So that's for us. We have thousands of pounds of cast iron, I swear. So let's see, what do we got here for comments, and then I'll tell you my big epic.
Yeah.
We got a Gabriella watching. Valerie from Seashell. Hi, Val. Tom says, congrats on 15 shows so far. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Linda says, hey, it's Friday Girls. And she says she knows how the kitchen reno feels. Yep. Tom says, just finished kitchen reno and then knocked over a can of paint all over everything.
Oh no.
That's terrible. I feel for you. Carmen says, I'm really good at making bread, but my buns turn out like hockey pucks. Oh no.
You can have a game.
Tom,
I know.
Tom says, I work out. That's why my buns are like hockey pucks. Is that what my problem is? My buns are more like buns. Linda, that would give you a real jump start on the heart, Tom.
Yeah. Oh.
Tom says, is it childish that I giggled when you said Dutch oven? I don't know. I didn't ever think Dutch oven was funny, but I guess. Oh dear. Okay, let's get some control here. Marty is watching. Michelle is watching. Hi,
hello.
Okay, so my epic kitchen fail. I have a couple.
Yeah, what's yours?
When I was like in my 30s, young mom, no brain left, I got some like what do you call them? Like the jars that you have your flour, your sugar, and all that.
Like the canisters?
What's that?
Like canisters?
Yes, canisters. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I had like a whole bunch of salt instead of sugar put in a recipe. And I gave it to the family, and I sat down and I was so proud of it, and they looked beautiful, and everybody took a bite and spit it out, and I was like devastated. Like I thought, oh no. But when I tasted one, it was I had put salt in it instead of, and I don't even know how, because I know that the canisters were there and I got it out of the canister, and I think one of my kids might have played a trick on me.
Maybe.
I don't know for sure. And then my other one, never put a plastic cutting board inside the oven with.
Oh yes.
It melted through 2 racks and onto the bottom. And I don't, I don't even know why I did it, but yeah, it was such a mess to clean up. Most of it just pulled off once it was cool. It wasn't too bad, but
I was going to ask, how was that to clean up?
it was harder to get off the racks than anything, but it kind of, I waited until it was cold, of course, because it was just like hot glue if you touched it when it was, anyways, yeah, so that was, so all there was sitting, and it was like, I had cut up like bacon and a couple different like meats to put on a pizza, and I wanted to keep them warm, and so I stuffed it in there, and it wasn't even that hot, and it melted it just like butter. So don't ever do that, people. If it's a plastic cutting board, don't ever put it in your oven or on top of your stove, because I think that would go bad too.
Well, and I mean, and the thing is too, is that you put in so much time to make meals, and then when it doesn't work,
you're like,
it's all that time.
You take the time and you think it's like so good, and the family goes, what is this? Like, and you're like, that's it, I'm not cooking anymore. I'm not. This is
you're like, I'm done.
Kavita's watching. Hi, Kavita. And Yvonne is watching. Whew, lots of people. So anyways, let us know if you had a good kitchen fail.
Yeah.
My mom had a good one too. She used to always make an Easter bunny cake at Easter, like, because we always had big family dinners and stuff. So she had like 2 round cakes, and you cut them a certain way, and you put them together like with toothpicks, and then you decorated it and stuff. So anyway, she had this massive turkey this one time, massive. And so there wasn't very much room for the cakes to be in the oven with the turkey. Like the racks were only, so anyway, she made her bunny cake, and the icing was too soft. So this poor bunny cake just kind of fell over, and she's such a perfectionist that she couldn't handle it. So she decided that she would make another cake, but by then the turkey was in the oven. So she put her cake pans in under the turkey, and they rose so big that they stuck.
Oh no.
She literally opened up the sliding door, which was right in the kitchen, and threw them like frisbees out into the yard. She was so upset.
Oh.
Yeah, we still tease her about it. It's so funny. Yeah, it was a little tense in the kitchen. I was young too. I was like 20 maybe. It was pretty funny. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, I think Linda has one.
Hi, Dan. Linda says, first time I made bread umpteen years ago, I followed a recipe, and of course it needed a bit more flour, so it rose and ran all over everywhere. Tried adding more flour and had the hockey pucks afterwards. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Flour is it's a tough thing to conquer.
Yes.
So, and we have a Lorena watching. Welcome.
Hello.
That's so cool. Okay, let's try a different one.
Awesome. Yeah. So what's the one thing you refuse to share? Can I guess yours, Robin?
Yes.
Oreos.
Yeah. People are gonna get creeped out. I have this Oreo.
I still haven't eaten it.
I can't even eat it now. It's probably so stale that the Epic store, I don't know what day we covered that, but Robin ran out of Oreos, and we're locked down in quarantine with one.
Yes.
You know what? If things get desperate enough, I might eat it. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
And chocolate for me. I hide chocolate so nobody else can find it or eat it.
Sorry, Linda said we're frozen. Are we still? Oh, network is not great. So
no.
In that we're.
Sorry guys, I haven't had anything come up on my screen.
No, I haven't either. Can you give us a message when?
Can somebody give us a thumbs up if we're back live?
Yeah, we might have to shut down and start up again.
Okay, now.
Okay.
Yeah, I have small town internet, and it can be very temperamental.
Yeah.
So yeah, all good now. Kavita says I hide chocolate too. How about you? What don't you share? What do you hide?
See, and this is a good, like, I share everything. I really don't have anything that I would hide, or like if somebody came to me and said, oh, can I have some? I'd be like, yeah, sure. But if I have to kind of go like, oh, do I really have to give you something? It would be chocolate. Yeah. Dark, good quality chocolate. because I love it. It's
Jeff,
smooth.
like I would just get, like, if I didn't have chocolate in the house, I'd get panicky. So then Jeff, for a while, because I'd be like, honey, could you go get me some chocolate? Because I'd be in my pajamas or something. And so now he knows that he has to keep some hidden from me in stock in the house, so he doesn't have to go out. So it's all good. Yeah, all good.
Oh yes.
Okay, Carmen says we keep freezing, but Tom says it's going fine. Couple slips, but keep going.
Yeah. So what do you guys, what will you not share? We want to know. Chocolate seems to be a very popular one. Eh?
Chocolate.
Carmen too.
Okay, Tom, you're a guy. Come on, Dan. What won't you share?
Yes.
Women seem to be chocolate, so tell us what you won't share.
Yeah.
The remote control. I don't know. Jeff's funny. I always tease his mom that she must have withheld food from him when he was young, because when we were first together, and like, you know, a microwave bag of popcorn, it makes a pretty big bowl. We used to sit down to watch a movie, and he'd be holding the bowl, and I'd reach over and get some, and then he'd be just like, and then he'd start turning away from me because he thought I was going to get more than him. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Oh, Tom says he will not share his underpants, especially right now, Tom. That's a great thing. Yeah. Oh, Dan says his Jeep, won't share his Jeep. See, I knew it. It's not like chocolate or something frou-frou. It's like underwear and Jeeps.
Linda says, sorry girls, for me it's a bag of chips.
Oh, see, now in my house you have chocolate, and then it's so sweet that you have to have chips afterwards. So it's like a constant tug of war, salty, sweet, salty.
Yes. And that's why
where this chin came from.
And that's why chocolate dipped pretzels are really good, and the sweet and salty popcorn, right? Because it makes up for those.
These. Yes, they're right beside my
oh, yum.
Has anybody tried these?
Oh, those look so good. Can you send one?
It's like pretzels, caramel, and chocolate, and
that would be the sweet and salty that
Costco gets you, like, well, we've had this for quite a while, but they put it right where you can see it, like right where you're gonna like stand at the till, that last aisle. They're like, here, buy this $10 thing of chocolate. So yeah. Yeah. It's in my office because I don't want anybody to have any of it. So
Erica says, ooh, I love those.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, Carmen says, many years ago when I used to drink, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have shared my beer.
Yeah, mine would be the wine.
The wine.
Yeah, before. Yeah.
Especially when it's like getting down to like, you know, you only have a glass left, you're like, this is going in the back of the fridge.
Yeah.
Fridge wine. But are you a red wine or a white wine?
Oh, red. And that goes perfectly with chocolate.
I don't drink wine. I've never got the...
Oh, loved it. I
like beer. Like I like, I guess I like that kind of flavor. I don't know. To me, wine, it's like rotten grapes. Fermented grapes. I don't know.
Well, that is what it is.
Oh, I know, but it's strong. Though I think beer is like fermented hops or something, right? So it's all fermentation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, here's one that I will have the winning story, but we're gonna ask it. What is the strangest thing you have ever eaten? You will not win this against me.
No, probably not, because
okay,
you haven't told me what it is, but you said that you have.
No, I said yesterday I have a good one, and I wasn't going to tell you until today.
Yeah, so I had to wait. Okay, so for me, I'm pretty out there when it comes to food. I'm not really overly afraid of trying new things when it comes to food. But there was this one time that in Edmonton, we'd have this corporate challenge. I don't know if anybody's heard of it, but it's all these companies get together based on your size and you compete against one another.
Oh.
And so this particular year was popular when Fear Factor was on.
Oh, so maybe you are going to beat me.
No. It was called the Unknown Challenge. And so, of course, there's a food portion to it, right?
Yeah.
So it was wasabi ice cream that I had to eat.
And how is that?
Spicy. but cold.
And
So
sweet?
it's no, not sweet, but it had that spiciness to it. So I ate, I think, half a liter in like a certain amount of time. Like I had to eat in a certain amount of time. So guess what I was doing all afternoon? Burping.
Wasabi
But
ice cream. Oh
it was
my.
burning my nose.
Yeah, you know when you're out having sushi or something like that and you get that big chunk of wasabi that you weren't expecting, your eyes watered, everything like that. I can't imagine.
It was burning. So
I
that
can't
was
imagine.
my
Linda says, I'm white wine and never worry. My husband doesn't drink. So there you go. Linda says her craziest thing was beaver jerky.
Oh, I've never heard of anybody.
Bet you Tom giggled when we said beaver jerky. If he laughed at Dutch oven, he's gonna laugh at beaver jerky. So.
Yes.
Hi Suha. Anyways, are you ready for mine?
Yes.
Okay, so there was a huge group of ladies in Seashell that we all played hockey together, and we were good friends, and we hung out and stuff like that. So when Survivor was kind of new and big, we decided that every June, like around the 12th or so, whatever the weekend landed on, we would kayak out to this kind of remote beach campsite and camp there and do Survivor. So everybody had to come with a challenge, and they were funny things like how many marshmallows could you fit in your mouth and say fuzzy bunny or something like that. They were just hilarious. They weren't like really real challenges. So anyways, of course there was eating challenges, and the one lady that came, she had some really good Asian friends, and they had 100-year-old eggs.
Like not pickled eggs.
Nope. Nope. It's a delicacy apparently. So
I was gonna say, why are you?
There's a couple different ways they make them. So anyways, it was my turn, of course. The 100-year, like I was the one that drew the. So of course, I took one for the team, and I smelled it. It kind of smelled like eggs, but like a boiled egg. But I was like, oh, this is going to be tough. So it kind of has like I don't even know what it is. It's almost like it looks like charcoal on the outside. I honestly don't know. So I was like, okay, so you can't actually see what the egg looks like. So I thought, well, I got to do this. So I took a big bite. It was like chewing like rubber. You remember in school the contact cement that you used to roll up and flick it like snot at people in school? I don't know if you ever did that, but anyways, it was like the hardest Jell-O you've ever chewed on, but it tasted like boiled eggs that are 100 years old. And it has the color of like root beer. Like it's that kind of brown color. So anyways, I ate the whole thing. I didn't die.
I thought that somebody would get sick from eating eggs that old.
Apparently it's a delicacy.
Interesting.
Yeah. They put it like they do something with it. They put it, I don't know, I don't think nowadays they're 100 years old, but apparently that's how it used to be. They can do it much quicker now, but like they will coat it with something and they put it in sawdust or I don't know. I read the whole thing, but
yeah, I think we won that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
So let's see. Dan says a tequila worm. Come on, Dan. Who hasn't eaten a tequila worm?
I don't think I ever have.
Really?
I like tequila and stuff, but I always heard bad stories about people getting so drunk off of it that I was just like, yeah, I don't need to do the worm then.
You know what? You have to be at the bottom of the bottle to be able to eat the worm. So yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, definitely. Be interesting to take stats to see who's actually eaten a tequila worm.
Yeah.
Carmen says, I don't think I've ever tried anything strange, but liver is definitely the worst thing I've ever eaten.
I love liver.
I'm telling you, my mom loves liver and onions. So growing up, I swear it was just to torture my brother and I. She would, here, look what we're having tonight. Bring out this. Well, and Dad hunted, so like it wasn't always beef liver. Sometimes it was like deer or moose.
I have some in my freezer and I just ate some probably 2 weeks ago. I love it.
I don't know if we can be friends anymore.
Tyler doesn't like it either, so.
You know, and another thing that mom used to do is like with the if dad got a deer or a moose, she loves the heart. Like a moose heart is big, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know how she did it, but she would stuff it.
Oh.
So she would like put stuffing, bread stuffing inside. And, you know, we're sitting there, you know, fork and spoon, knife, whatever, going, what's for dinner, Mom? And out would come this parsley decorated heart.
Like,
how did I survive my childhood? Oh. That coming at you when you're like 7 years old, that's scary stuff.
Yeah. So did you read Tom's?
No.
He ate a guitar pick. Whoops, that was an interesting 2 days.
Oh my goodness.
He also said I did. So I don't know if that means that he ate 100-year-old egg too.
No, maybe the tequila worm.
Oh, maybe the tequila worm.
Just
Carmen said okay.
Oh, Tom. Linda's like, Tom. Depends on how strange stuff was. If, you know, whatever. You win, Robin. She's got, oh, you guys are calling me today. She's got a green barfy face beside it.
Kavita's vegetarian. I must say I was vegan for a while and I did eat some interesting food that was vegan, but I'm sure that most people wouldn't. So yes, this meat topic I'm sure is not great for you.
Look at how much time we've already in, but I don't want to stop. It's so funny.
I know.
Tequila is super after beer. The beer dose is done, yeah. Because the worm only comes in mezcal. Yeah. Hi, Yvonne. I love liver and onions and gravy. You can keep it, Linda. Kavita's a vegetarian, so she won't try food if. So.
Yeah.
Carmen says she's trying to eat her lunch.
Yes. This is probably good for that. Yeah.
Dan says buttermilk is pretty awful. I think I've only used it in a recipe, so I haven't actually had a glass and chugged it down. I don't think.
No,
That's like people who eat butter.
Oh yeah, I can't do that.
No, awful stuff. Yeah. So, oh man, that's so funny.
Yes, it is.
We had planned on because I had like a list of 12 things, like questions to talk about today. We got to 3.
Yes. But that's okay.
So I got to 3, and Lindsay said, well, let's just do 4. And I'm like, oh, come on. We can do more than that. And
no, I knew that we would be limited. I thought 4 would be the backup in case we got through the 3 too fast.
Well, so this is coming at you next Friday, guys, because it's been really funny. So
yes. Well, we love that you guys are interacting with us a lot too.
Oh, we do. It's so much fun to look down and see comments because it makes us feel like obviously we're talking to you. So, yeah. Oh dear, it's so good to laugh, you guys. We all need more laughter right now. So,
So what's our word?
Oh, our word. Laughter shock. We'll put this on the Daily Splash. It's the feeling of euphoria experience after any amount, though usually intense, any amount of laughter.
Yes.
So we're all in laughter shock right now. I am anyways.
Yeah.
You guys got my eyes watering there a couple times.
Good.
Yeah. So anyways, we got a full lineup for next week again.
Yes.
Mondays, motivation. Lindsay and I always get together on Saturday morning and talk about what we're going to do for the next week.
Guys. Yeah.
If you have anything you all want us to talk about, put it in the comments and we'll try and get some info about it. Yeah, it's going, the show is going so good for us. We're so happy that you guys join us and join us, almost every day. I think it's so fun. And I hope that we entertain you. Especially today. Yeah. Yeah, I got for business tips. I looked up last night. I was looking for some things, and I found a couple really good ones for Tuesday. Monday's easy because motivation. We can talk all day about motivation and being positive and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, we're
Great. Everybody have a wonderful
have
weekend.
such a good weekend. Yeah.
Yes. And we will see everybody on Monday.
Yeah. Same time, same place.
Perfect.
Okay, guys. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Bye.